What's up, everybody? It's your favorite Gothamite's favorite nerd, and today we're going to be looking at PlayArt's Kai Batman #1 from the Dark Knight Trilogy. Comes in the big box, the biggest. I've been hanging out with my buddy Dutch too much, but so yeah, open display window like normal. You got a little bit of figure art there with some rain and some After Effects, and then there's a bat symbol down there, and it's pretty cool. And then, Dark Knight, and then a couple more pictures there. I'm really not a box guy when it comes to reviews, and forgive the cut. I just wanted to give you a close up of the art here, but I know some people like it, and just wanted to give you a look. All right, so. Let's go ahead and get it opened up and look at the accessories. Okay, so accessory-wise, they really did spare no expense. I hope this will focus. Okay, so the little grenade bit that he threw, a little grappling gun. As far as also they have the grenade without the pins out. I'm not taking it out of the box because it's in there so tight, and I'm not using it. Hand-wise, they really did it up. A lot of times, PlayArt's one of my complaints is that they don't give they give you options, but not always the right options. If that makes any sense, like where you want one hand open and one hand closed, but it's always the two right feet that are, the two right hands that are open and the two left hands that are closed. So it doesn't really give you the option to have one or either. But this has basically two of each hand, which is come on, an open hand. Like a trigger hand or a batarang hand, and then a fist, and I have on my figure I'll show you here, and we'll get into them. All right, let's go. It comes with your standard PlayArt's Kai stand that I see people moan and cry and complain about. Why is it attached to the blister? Why is it so hard to put together? It's not. Maybe it is if you're a moron. And I'm sorry if anybody's just like, whoa, I'm that moron. Just a close-up, the nut goes inside so it sits flush, and then the screw screws in, and there's two different bits, and it's obvious which is which. Sorry for the extreme close-up. Okay, so let's get a good look at him. Here he is, out of the box, and these are the accessories that I've chosen for him. The hand with the batarang, and a closed fist. I don't know. Let me just say that, I think that there's a lot more bad Batman figures out there than there are good ones. This, I think, is superb. It has everything that PlayArt's has, plus it's pretty movie accurate. Now, if you're like, well, the movie look really isn't my look, I prefer the comic look. Look, I'm with you. I get it. Okay, but the problem is that the PlayArt's company hasn't really made a comic book accurate version. They made the game versions, which I don't like because I don't like the big shoulder bits they put there. I think they look goofy as all hell. Maybe you disagree, and good on you, but I literally don't think it could look worse. Those big cape pads. I don't know what else to call them. Now, real quick before we get into the nuts and bolts of it, he's got this little bit too, which kind of looks like you throw it up over and be like a Bat Jedi or something, which irritates me as well. But you don't notice it from the front. And I rarely do I have him, with his back to my viewers, of the collection. So let's take a look, some detail. Okay, so mold-wise, gorgeous. Everything you'd expect from PlayArt's. All this is molded in. The stuff on the arm, like the little rivets, all that's molded in. The armor's molded in. The little lines and layers in the armor, or the padding, is molded in. The face has washes on it. The eyes are painted gorgeous. It looks a little cross-eyed right there, but most of the time he looks perfect. So washes on the face, washes on the mask, washes on all the blacks. Might be a wash on the gray as we have. I think it's a black wash on the gray as well. As far as the cape, it's good. It's on ball joint so you can spread it out. Now that looks a little goofy with the split in there, but you can spread it out nice and big. And then when you turn it around, it's not so bad, or you can, you can put them all to one side if you want to do like a little wind action. It's washed and dry brushed. It's a soft plastic, and yeah, it's pretty cool. The little arm gauntlet things are soft plastic as well. Top cape is soft plastic. Everything else is pretty solid. Head's on a ball joint at the top of the neck and the bottom of the neck, which gives you pretty much full. You can look pretty menacing. Down all the way up. I mean, it's a little hindered by the back of the cowl there, but you can pretty much get everything that you want. Shoulders on a universal joint and a butterfly joint, so it comes out. That looks a little goofy there. It doesn't really hide the seam really well, but you rarely notice it because of the cape. And you got to be real careful with these because I've had them pop on me. Elbows are ratcheted ball joints that swivel at the top and bottom, and the wrist is on the same joint, the typical Play Arts joint that you should come to expect by now. Everything's pretty much the same here, elbows, wrist. We've got a diaphragm joint that's a ball joint, and it's hidden extremely well by this line in the armor there, so no problems there. The pelvis section is a soft plastic, and it's floating, so it allows you to spread the spread the legs as much as you need to get a good look. Cape, as mentioned before, ratcheted ball joints. It can go out, it can come down, you can swing to the side, swing to the other side, whatever you need. Hips are on ratcheted universal joints. Double jointed knee, and because of the armor pad there, it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look perfect, but it doesn't look terrible. And then the same old Play Arts joint on the ankle, and then that's it. And that covers articulation. Just as an FYI, he scales really well with the Play Arts Man of Steel Superman, which you can totally not see the head of. There, that should do it. So as you can see, he scales really well with him. He also scales really well with all the Arkham Asylum stuff. But he does not scale exceptionally well with the variant line. It looks okay in this picture, but I'm telling you, close up, Wonder Woman looks a little too big. So anyway, I love him. He is my definitive Batman piece in my house. I would love if Play Arts got a hold of some of the licensing to some of the books. Like if you could have like a Dark Knight, proper Dark Knight Returns Batman, or a Hush Batman, or what have you. But until that day, this is going to be my Batman. I prefer him over the Arkham City Batmans, even though I think that they're gorgeous and still a good choice and beat 90% of the figures, especially the Mattel ones. This one is really in a league of its own. Hot Toys is obviously a comparison, but Hot Toys is also like triple the price, and these are already pretty expensive out the gate. I think like somewhere between $60 and $90, depending on where you get them and where the deals are. But yeah, he's really good. He's really sharp. He's doing a little bit of a lean there at the moment, but I don't really have time to. Okay, maybe I do. But he's a pretty BA Batman. I highly recommend him. Just like I highly recommend most Play Arts figures that I buy. I'll get into on a future review why Hot Toys are not for me, aside from the price point. But for me, this is the way to go. This is a proper action figure. It's a good unit. I highly recommend it. I just want to say, like, this is the type of figure that, like, it reminds you when you're a kid and you just wanted to be Batman. Well, I guess that doesn't always just stop when you're a kid.
Time to serve out a hot dish of justice. You ready, America? I'm gonna serve you some justice. No, I'm not.
If you like the movies, the Nolan movies, and if you love Batman, you will not be disappointed. Guarantee it. Aside from that, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Till next time, take care.
All right. Time to dish out a hot serving of justice. You ready, America? I'm gonna. Time to serve out a hot dish of.